Well, here it is, 6 o'clock on the dot. I don't know if I told you guys or not. Pretty sure I didn't because I do these things last minute. But on Facebook, anyway, I told you that we were going to be doing a live stream here from my basement. And as such, we are here. Right now, not much going on. So I wanted to take some time to talk to you guys about my increasingly large forehead. As the hair continues to retreat backwards. I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about several things, let you guys ask questions, test out some of this chat feature stuff, and then also go into next year's plans. Yeah, that forehead is big, Maverick. Ground cover paradox. We're going to talk. We can talk about that. I like Woodland Scenics. It's easy. A little bit of scenic glue, and you're good to go. But we're going to just kind of talk about life in general down here on the layout, and then what's planned for next year. I'll let you guys in on some scoops. So hopefully it will feel rewarding that you joined us. Plan on being with you for about an hour. It is my dog's birthday. She turns 15 today, so I'm going to go buy her a new bed because she's getting old. But other than that, not much going on. In personal life, that's about the extent of my excitement. But we'll talk about all sorts of stuff. We got a couple trains running here right now. That is the Overland Models SD70 ACE, and it's got TCS Wow sound in it. So, along with that, we have an Athearn locomotive and a bunch of reefers going all the way back there. So those are BLMA and Exactrail reefers. So what is up? What are we going to talk about? Well, anything you want to talk about, I will try to answer on the live stream. I would try to save those questions for later as I'll go over some things here. I am pretty ill. I think the flu shot just kind of took hold a little too much. So this is about as rough as you'll probably see me online anyway. I'm not a big, makeup and hair person, but this probably is about as bad as it's going to get. So what's going on in the layout? A few things. Put the fall scene back up at the beginning of fall, but the way the videos are done is there is a delayed effect. So I record videos and then those videos go online. So you will see videos recorded in the fall that go online in the winter. I got the gates working again. They were always working, but they had some leveling problems. They're now level when they go up and down, even though I've got them shut off right now. Eventually, back here, the lights are off because this was like a short notice live stream. I didn't give you guys much, but you can see that there is a scene back here with a roadway. I'm marking that out. I will eventually make a roadway with a rural crossing. No lights or anything. I actually have a lot of stuff to go over with that. Small scale innovations, for example, or small scale innovative, I should say, sent me some stuff in this box that I bought for just that occasion. In terms of reviews, we're going to be going over Arrowhead models, the new committee design car from them. We're going to be going over Exactrail, the new flat cars, bulkhead flats. I ordered a lot of these and tracked these down from several retailers. So we'll be talking about these Walthers 2-bay hoppers, even though they are sold out in a lot of places. And it just went completely dark. See, that's why I have this light here. See? Helps. Otherwise, you guys just don't see me. A lot of stuff to go over. Athearn early challengers. Some that are still in stock we'll be talking about. And we've got some items from Bachmann even. N-Scale T1 from Broadway Limited. and an N-scale Dash 8 from Broadway or from Bachmann. So those are some of the reviews coming up. We're also going to have a exclusive People's Choice Award for the most watched podcast, including audio podcasts and the ones here on YouTube. So we'll get into that later. But that's basically the gist of it. Got my Diet Coke here now, guys. And now you can fire away with questions because the comments are disappearing. Trying to see here what's going on. I don't know how the super chat thing works. I think it like highlights your comment or something, but it gives me money and I'm not really wanting money from you guys, so would not worry about that too much unless you're just feeling like it's Christmas or something. But I never ask you guys for anything and I prefer to keep it that way. Okay, I can finally see comments here. Gonna go through new expansion. I already went over that a little bit. Gonna review Broadway limited water tenders. Didn't plan on it because they sold out really quick. I did pick up a few. Thanks for the happy birthday to my dog. Let's see, I do watch Eric's Trains on occasion. What are my top favorite manufacturers? I really need to know. Well, it depends on what you're talking about. Koopa, Rail, if you're talking about diesel, you know, Athearn's really good at diesel. Skeltrain's good at diesel. I have to look and jog my memory here. Cato's decent at diesel. They just don't put out anything anymore for some reason. NHO. MTH I actually like in diesel. Walther's Proto I really like in diesel. Steam, I think Broadway Limited doing really good on Steam right now, along with Athearn. And trying to think, MTH is really good on Steam as well. So those are just a few of the really good companies for each category there. On my People's Choice, I did have that, so I could figure that out. See, hey everybody that said hi. What's your favorite GE locomotive? Yeah, mine's the S44IC, probably tier 3. Tank Engine 105, there's your shout out. Hey Unknown Soldier. What's up, Container Man? Oh, Jeff's Train said that, sorry. Do you ever make a module layout that serves as your permanent layout? Yes. And that also gets me into another point. I am moving in 17, 18 months. That is pretty definite. There isn't much of a question on that, but you know, life has its turns and stuff, so it's possible. My employer can only continue to fiddle with me for a little while longer, and then once we hit a certain point, it is kind of in there like swimwear. It's going to be a done deal. I'm not revealing where I'm moving to yet because I want it to be a definite thing, and I want some more, you know, information to go out with the move, but it will most likely be east of where I am now. That'll be one hint I will give you. Let's see. So, let's see. Would you ever present a... I'm getting some kind of virus. Yeah, we're all getting sick if you're in the cold. Hey, John, great to see you. John Belushi. John Belushi. I don't know if I had that. I don't know if your name, John, is the exact same pronunciation as the actor, but it's probably Belushi or something, and I got it wrong. How long does it take to order when you pre-order a locomotive from Scale Trains? Well, on Scale Trains' website, there is probably around the middle of the screen, there is a drop-down for delivery schedules. You can see where things are. If it's just order deadline or on the water, in the factory, in production, or anything else. So that's where we're at now in terms of that. Sorry about the binging. I will try to mute or ask the person texting me to stop right now because I can't think it's going to pick up on everybody. I met Ken Patterson. I don't really remember. I just remember going down to his layout. I don't remember how that was all set up. My memory's horrible. That's one thing you guys will learn about character flaw with me, guys. I jot everything down that's important, kind of forget everything that's not. Pennsylvania Railroad or New York Central? I don't know. Neither one of those are my railroad, but I think Pennsylvania Railroad's more up my alley. Thanks to here, Hakeem. Glad I'm your favorite YouTuber. Would you ever make playlists on your channel? Oh, thanks, Container Man. I appreciate that. $5 super chat, I guess. I guess it's at least a good test of the super chat feature. I don't really know what it does or how that works, so I appreciate that, and I guess we'll see how that tests out. Anything you'd like to see made in HO? Not particularly that I can think of. Oh, actually, yes. There are a few things. Kind of like if Santa Claus asks you on the spot what you want for Christmas, I would like to see a coal turbine. I think that because it's so old, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I know that's the hang up with some people that are thinking about doing it. I would like to see like somebody like MTH just scale down their O scale 1 and call it a day. That's me, because it's, you know, it's up there. That's probably one of my top things I'd like to see produced. In HO, I'd like to see produced the refrigerator cars. I forget what they're called. Cryotrans. They're kind of like, I think I got some on the layout somewhere. Yeah, like these guys, but actually correct. I'd like to see that in rolling stock. Okay. I just ordered, by the way, a ton of scale trains. Not just, but it's been on pre-order for a while. A ton of scale trains. Hoppers, Trinity hoppers. So we're going to have some pretty cool run-bys coming up. Speaking of run-bys real quick, in January or February, we'll have a running trains, and more trains, unit train edition. So that is very cool because it will give you all the unit trains, and this is one of them that will be in the video, and that's why it's out. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Try to answer everybody's question. Okay. He was Belushi. I'm Belucci. Okay, gotcha. Can you run the Snable car in the DD40AX Sentinel? At some point, I'll try to get that for you. I might do another. It's been years that haven't done a viewer requested run by video, and it's a lot of work. Me and my cousin came and visited me recently, and we spent 2 solid days down here just doing the unit train video for the running trains, and more trains, because you got to pull so much out and put so much back in the boxes, and it was difficult. And some of these items are not, they don't go in the boxes easy. Here an ES44AC in the background. No, that's a SD70ACE. I think I have the right prime mover on that. Do you like C&W? Yeah, kind of. Got the C&W twins, which love your videos. Imperial Vado, thank you. Other manufacturers such as Kato and Walthers make things that Athearn already makes. What to choose? Yeah, so one of the general rules I like is higher detailed. Athearn usually tends to be. Walthers Proto's higher detailed too. They have a little more durability. And then you've got your budget lines that have a little higher durability. For example, Henry wants a Christmas train set for, Christmas. And he is, I've decided that if I get him one, that it's going to be durable. And I picked a Bachmann DCC starter set with sound because the locomotive and the tenders, or the locomotive, rolling stock, and caboose are very durable. So his younger brother, who likes to destroy everything, will most likely not succeed in his mission. So durability is very much a good thing, along with, and it happens to couple nicely with budget-friendly stuff at times. Derby City, glad you're weathering your MTH-9. I'm going to learn how to weather finally next February with a special guest, so that's pretty cool. How big is my layout? Well, let's talk about that for a second. Here's the diagram, and it goes about 20 foot this way and then 20 foot that way. So it's a 40-foot L-shaped layout, approximately. Need a scale trains SD70H Tier 4. Tell me about it. I've been trying to talk them into doing it too, just like everybody else. It's all modern-y. C37s and HO. Yes, I think Atlas should rerun those for you New England guys. You get part and YouTube gets part of the super chat. Yeah, I'd read about that. It looks like it's a really bad ratio, like you get 50% or something, but I appreciate what you did, Container Man. How many engines do you have? Whew, that's north of 250. I do an inventory every spring, and I encourage you guys to do it. Private collector's insurance, I use American Collectors. I've got all kinds of security in this room, home security, got the IP cam, motion sensor, flood detection, all sorts of stuff, but it's still good to have that insurance. So I inventory every spring. This spring I was north of 250 just in here, and I keep some of my locomotives off-site and rolling stock off-site. So that will all come together when I move, because the next time I move will be into my retirement spot. I may rent a home for a little while to get a feel into the area, but we'll see. Let's see, hit one. Yeah, I'm excited about 4014 coming back, that's for sure. Do you think Wi-Fi controlled engines will take over? No, I like the physical handheld. I've got a couple things here. I've got the new ESUs, which I really like, and it is Wi-Fi. But I also have the MRC. Alright guys, I'll figure this. I'm going to get notifications. Sorry about that, had to get notifications turned off. Somebody is really working a nerve there. So where are we at? So basically, I don't think Wi-Fi will take over. That's where we're at. Okay, unit train or specialty that you don't have that you would like to have. Unit train? No, Walters is coming out with the shorter, I think it's 48-foot well cars that I will be getting. They're on pre-order right now. But no, not particularly. Hey, IMRRO. James number 5 red engine, yeah. Seriously, who's your favorite manufacturer? Overall favorite manufacturer. Again, it's got to be broken down into steam and diesel, and it has to be broken down even further. I swear, guys, I'm not taking the political answer on here, but if you give me, like, hey, what's your steam? Okay, right now, as it sits, Broadway Limited is really doing great on steam. You know, what's your diesel? Well, it depends on which release. I mean, Athearn, if you're talking about aces, Athearn's the king of the aces right now. The MTH had a really durable ace. It was just not very detailed or sized right from what I hear. But if you're talking about tier 4s, for example, the refined scale trains tier 4s after some of the hiccups are really good. And I love Intermountain's tier 4s, so it's really not that easy. Are you excited about the big boy coming back? Well, so much so that I will be going to Promontory to see the 150th anniversary with it. Would you sell your IAS grain hoppers? Probably. I just haven't really gotten around to selling much. Somebody else asked, after the reviews, do you sell the trains? A lot of times, considering all this, all that, all that, all that, all that, and about another complete amount of this whole thing in another building, that'll pretty much tell you the answer. I don't sell much. Sometimes I will swap stuff out and say, oh, I don't really want this, let me buy this instead, and I don't want the wallet to take a hit. Who's my favorite? We already talked about that. Do you prefer the ACS 64 over HPP8 ACS 64? Paramarquette or C&O? C&O, I guess, just for scheme, I guess. I'm not really into that much. King Atlas should rerun. Yes. CP needs to restore WW2 Steam Loco Legend. Big Boy's coming back. Yep. Any background info you might know about when Scale Trains will be coming out with their first Steam Loco? Nope. I ask them that fairly frequently, and just like you guys, it's a guessing game. Hey, Heritage Unit 1943. What locomotive would you like to see Scale Trains do next? My pick is Dash 9. My pick would be SD70 ACE Tier 4. So, yeah, that would be me. Let's see, what's your second favorite scale? O or N? Probably O, because N's really working my nerves because I'm so jittery. Annie works at Micromark. She gets me discounted trains. Sweet. You like Big Boy? Yes, I do. Display case on the wall behind you. Is there anything you'd do different if you got another? And what is the distance between shelves? Well, do I have a ruler down here? I don't think I do. How can we do this fairly quickly? I can take a piece of paper. Tell you what the distance between shelves is roughly here. It's about a third of the piece of paper, and the piece of paper is 8.5 by 11, so about 3.5 inches probably. What would I do different? Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd do these display cases again, and here's why. They look pretty, easily accessible. Man, this thing will not focus. But, I'll tell you one thing. One day I came in here, and the locomotives had all shifted forward, and kind of like they're doing now a little bit. And I opened this, and I'm not kidding you, DDA 40X hit the ground, a couple Heritage units hit the ground, Scale Trains tenders hit the ground, and I was like, oh, that was hundreds if not thousands of dollars worth of crap right there. Speaking of which, if you don't know, just broke on the news not too long ago, George Bush 41 passed away, obviously, if you didn't know that. But this locomotive, and rumored Spirit of 1943 possibly heading a funeral train, so they're supposedly getting in position down there in Texas to do so. Might have missed a shot. Get a shot of the layout. Pin tracks are green frogs. I don't watch much of those. I watch a lot of YouTube. Yes, I like Lucky Charms, pancake or waffle. Whew. Make me pick. I'll have to go waffle. Okay, maybe depends on who makes the pancakes. Thanks, Tuco Ramirez, for having fun and just watching. Mopac or Western Pacific. I'll go WP. I think that looks better scheme, in my opinion. Why do MTH engines get a bad press? I think they're great. Yeah, they are good. They're very bulky. Like, they have good weight. They have good pulling power. This is one. Just a little oversized on the windows and stuff, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. It depends on if you're in the hobby for perfect sizes or pulling or what the deal is. You could put sound to a Bachmann EMD 40X. Yep, could. Like to form your own Class 1 railroad, what would you call it? And what states would it run to? I don't know, Midwest and just something JLW, I don't know. Of course, my actual name has gotten a lot of attention because it's hard to remember and stuff. People mess it up all the time. I am going to the 2019 NMRA convention, as should be planned. Hey, New Junction, thanks for joining me from the UK. Hope it's not too late over there. Can't do my math right now. Well, it's getting kind of late. Norfolk and Western or Norfolk Southern? I'll do Norfolk Southern. Favorite? How many locomotives do you have? Do you have a favorite? Like I said, the last count over 250 just in this room. And I guess 844 if I had to get stuck with one. Yeah, Elijah's review channel was Everything Trains 13. There's a shout out for you. Thought Worley would have worn you out. How big is your layout? 20 foot by 20 foot L-shaped. Love your videos. Are you or were you ever interested in Transformers in any capacity? No. Just trying to think of which Transformers you're talking about. I play a game on Roblox called Rails Unlimited. Yeah, I tried the rail simulation, never really got into it. Good evening from Nebraska. Well, good evening from Nebraska too, Fidget Digit, because that's where I'm at. May you please run some trains on the layout. I am running trains on the layout, and I got a video coming up very, very soon. Where that engineer's probably sleeping. He did not do the grade crossing. Do I like Bachmann Easy Apple Locos? Yeah, I think it's good, especially for kids. When are they starting to up the Big Boy 4014? Oh, from Omaha. Big Boy 4014 is May 10th of next year. It will be in Promontory, Utah. Would you recommend N-Scale for a beginner? Sure, as long as he isn't too old or too young, because it takes some jitters to get used to. Gotta get the jitters out of your system. Like I'm jittering the camera right now. What got you started in modeling? My cousin Chris sent me a set when I was in California working with NASA spacesuits. He sent me an Athearn NASA switcher, 2 Bowser hoppers, and a Athearn NASA caboose, and OCD took over. He thought I was just going to put it on the shelf, kind of like this stuff. I ended up building a layout after we went and saw 844, and then next thing you know, I'm after the UP excursion stuff, and then on and on and on. Are you liking the BLI Greenbrier? Pretty good. Once I adjusted the smoke. Do you prefer ESU or Tsunami? I prefer both, because both have their strengths. Sorry, I think we might be having some technical difficulties here. I don't consist as much as I should, so sometimes I'm just tweaking engines and playing with them and speed matching them manually. The way you're not supposed to. So ESU and Tsunami both have their strengths, and I am getting into, on my Facebook page, a lot of how Tsunami 2 works, some of the things involved in it, to kind of peel the onion back, because at first look, a lot of people think, oh, it's just the same old thing, and it's totally not. From the original Tsunami. Bring back 4141. Athearn has come a long ways in terms of detail. Can you do a review on Athearn SD70i? Well, as you check my videos, you can go to my page, hit the little magnifying glass on youtube.com/JLWI2000, JLWII2000, and you can search Athearn SD70i. It should be in there. BLI 2104. Do I still have it? Yes. Currently, I don't know if it's up here or, yeah, I got it somewhere. What will be your next locomotive you will be reviewing? Very next should be the Skeltrains SD40-2s in terms of recording sequence, but I don't know what goes online right away because that has a few delay. Just so you guys know, I'll sit down here for about a week in the evenings and record videos and then take a month off so I can enjoy model railroading a little bit and not get worn out with reviews. Which locomotive would you like to see Athearn ready to roll make? I don't know. They just did the tunnel motor. That's pretty cool. I don't know. They've covered a lot and ready to roll that I think's fine. If they made a budget-friendly ace that still looked good, that would be cool, but I don't know if that really works. There's a lot of aces already out there. Hi, Jerry and Nighthawk from Canada. Iron Geek, UP Challenger. Oh, definitely UP Challenger over the NNW Y6A. Hello from Indianapolis, Esteban. I'm originally from not far from there. Is there a Santa Fe? Message retracted. Tech guy. Hi, Mr. Wright. What is your favorite brand? I get that a lot. Depends on, like I said, Steam, Diesel. Steam, Broadway Limited is doing great things right now. Diesel, Skeltrains, and Intermountain battled it out for the Tier 4s. Athearn does a really great SD70AC. It's so hard to answer that question. I just can't go flatline on you. If everybody was really bad and one was standing out, that'd be easy, but it's just not that. What got you started model railroading? Talked about that. What was the very first locomotive I got? Very first locomotive I got was a UP F3. Well, no, take that back. There was the Athearn SW1500, the NASA one that my cousin gave to me. First one I bought was a UPF3 F7 AB B set or something like that. Met you at Train Fest, talked about toll roads. Yep, hate toll roads. Nice to meet you, Chambered Glock. Like the call, or like the YouTube ID too. I am a huge Glock guy. I've got tons of Glocks. Still have Texas Pacific 210-4. No, that one had some issues. I think there's some, I can't remember, detailed issues or something. Ended up going back. Monthly product updates again, if not. I'm going to do quarterly updates, Elijah, hopefully starting in January, so it'll be what's coming out, announcements and arrivals quarterly. Still have BLI, Paragon 2, Mikado. Yes, I think I do. Can you run an Amtrak train? Sure, but not right now. BNSF Modeler, did you go to... Oh, you guys are talking to each other, sorry. Living in Nebraska, have you ever seen Nebraska Central Railroad? No. I'm not sure where that's located, but I'll have to look it up. What's my favorite brass? Well, it's all the UP stuff. I got a lot of it over here. You can probably see, where's it at? Probably see a lot of blue and green boxes over around here. I have a ton of the UP passenger stuff. Those are my favorite brass. Then I've got a lot of engines too, including Olympic Torch over here and the display case. And I've got this Ace running and some SD70Ms and just, yeah. So I don't know my favorite. I had an Instagram. I kind of shut it down because it was getting annoying. Have any N-Scale in your collection? No, I usually give away my N-Scale stuff. Matter of fact, I'm reviewing the Broadway Limited T1, and I'm giving it to DeBob of DeBob's N-Scale Man Cave. I went to my local hobby shop and got a loco. Cool. I don't clean my track for at least 3 to 4 months. I put machine oil on the cleaner. Can you do a how-to MU locomotives? I probably should. I will maybe get to it hopefully next year. Went to Oklahoma City train show. I almost went there. Randy's Rock and Roll. Almost went there. Glad I didn't, because maybe I'd be broke like you with all your spending and what my spending would have been. Hey, from Louisville, Kentucky. Have you traded anything at a show? No, but I do go to my local hobby shop and I trade things out occasionally. Just traded for an Athearn BNSF SD70 ACE for a bunch of crap I didn't use. And he treated me pretty fair. Is it in your plan to do instructional videos in the future? Maybe this crossing, this grade crossing down here that's not well lit right now. But other than that, not much else coming. But there will be a whole new layout. I'll determine at that time whether I need to rehack anything that I've already covered twice in the modular layouts. Thoughts on Rapido? Oh, great company. Probably one of the least problems overall as a company for product. So great drive, great sound, great detail, not a bunch of broken parts, and a really great team up there too. Always have to delete my messages because they always get answered before mine is read. Yep. So you love your channel, keep up the good work, and thank you for your service. Thanks. Put a Glock on a train? No. Plenty of ES44 models. It's time for SD70 AH Tier 4, yes. And E, ACE Tier 4. Will you go to the Great Train Show in Louisville? No. Not going to be able to make that. Do you know if BLI or MTH will be releasing the SPGS4? I can tell you this. I've noticed a trend with BLI, and there's no inside information here, so don't read me wrong. But they are re-releasing a lot of their stuff in Paragon 3. So there is hope, at least, that the GS4 would be released in BLI. MTH, I'm not sure. There's no indicators like that to get an idea. I saw BNSF white and green Cream Loco in New Jersey on a CSX manifest, and it was one I saw on YouTube. Cool. Hey, Chris Scott. Hey, Got Game 8182. Hey, Bob from the Bob's N-Scale Man Cave. Back Porch N-Scale Railroader. Wow, Bob will be happy. Do you have any tips for model train reviews? Just try to cover as much as you can. A lot of people kind of criticize the reviews, but then when they go to do it, it's like, wow, this is a lot of time, even, you know, if you're a quick editor like me. So, you know, just try to be thorough, but don't burn yourself out. Hey, greetings from New Zealand. Nickel Plate Road 765 Repair Marquette 1225. Ooh, if you're talking models, I like my MTH 765 better than my Pear Marquette 1225. If you're talking real life locomotives, I'm from Indiana. I might have to go with Nickel Plate Road 765 on that. Huge delay running on your feed. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with these comments. I've got Wi-Fi on there. IMRO, so I don't know what's going on. Do you think any model railroad is dying among young people? No, I think it's thriving. If you look at the overall sales and statistics, you kind of get indicators from a lot of companies saying, hey, we're doing pretty good. We're doing historically good in the last several years. I think it's things like YouTube are really helping out on that. Grew up around trains, or threw up around trains, or threw up? Oh, grew up around trains. Okay. Got in the MTHCP holiday train? No, that's O scale, I think. Hello, SP4449. What's your favorite railroad as a kid? As a kid, Norfolk Southern's all I rail fanned with. Do you prefer BNSF or you like pre-merger paint schemes better? Really like Burlington Northern. Yeah, BN looks good. I like the BNSF paint scheme though. Are you getting the Rapido Hudson? Maybe. Not made a determination on that yet. Could you run a double header with 4501 and 630? I will plan that for later next year with a running trains and more trains steam excursion. What part of Nebraska do I live in? The very eastern part of Nebraska. Love anything in HO, Tyson, Fury, or Wilder. I don't know what that is. Is that boxing? I don't know. Do you like NASCAR? No, don't really watch NASCAR. Cars go around in circles. Not really into it. GS4 by BLI. Fantastic. Maybe. I mean, don't quote me because there's no insider information, but Dash 9 or AC4400 C-Dub. I like the AC4400 C-Dubs if somebody makes them right. You believe scale trains will ever make a steam locomotive? Probably eventually. High Lego train. Hi Dodger Bend Railway. Are you into other hobbies than model railroading? Yes, collect gold and silver. Got out of it just in time for the thing to crash, so made out like a bandit and then got back into it. Also drones a little bit, and I like kind of driving my car around. I like convertible driving. Really not a hobby, but that's what I do. Also building a giant Lego pirate ship right now. Let's see. I might have missed a few because I got to catch up a little bit. You're inspired me to start a channel. Could you check it out sometime? Abram Jocelyn. Got it. I will check it out. Do you own anything Penn Central? Got one for you. One technically. Does this count? Does it? Does it? I can't reach over. There it is. It's a heritage unit. Does it count? .484 Northern also short-circuited again too. That sucks. UPSD 90H in plastic sometimes would be cool. Will you make a model railroad rail fanning vid? Sure. Again, late next year. You review the new Walters Proto Trinity 31,000 gallon tank cars. Sure, I'll try. No guarantees. I can't quite get a grasp on my schedule next year. Norfolk and Western 611s over the NYC Dreyfuss Hudson, in my opinion. How many locomotives? I mentioned that earlier. It's 250 my last count here, but I do keep some off-site. Think of an Athearn 1943 and make it Arctic camo. Wouldn't that be cool? Yes, that would be awesome. Dreyfuss Hudson is my favorite. Cool. Do you like NC Power or Digitrax? Not a fan of either. NCE way more user-friendly than Digitrax, but I have decided to stick with my MRC and then the CSU cab control system. CSX or Norfolk Southern? Norfolk Southern. CSX just annoys me with their steam policies. Royalfan 3751, trying to clean some contacts on a tender. For some reason it fixed mine. You're just talking to each other again. Sorry. Channel and IC82 got me into doing model train reviews. Cool. TP482 brass hybrid would be great. Do you still have Bachmann? Yep, still got the 1225 from Bachmann. What was your longest passenger train you pull with it? Not very far because it didn't pull well. Maybe 6-8 cars. Do you do reviews on scenery kits like vehicles or buildings? Sure, eventually. How would you like to do that view on your 360? How did I do it? Well, there's a special camera called a Samsung 360 or Samsung Gear or something 360, and it's got these two large fish eyes, and then it takes a picture. Next update on the layout, pretty much now is the only one you're going to get until I do this next project with the crossing. I got two Intermountain ET44 ACs, nice locos, but was sent back for repairs. Had a short in the ditch light. Both of them? What's your favorite excursion railroad or railroad museum? UP, and probably the same for the museum. I did like the Baltimore and Ohio Museum when I went out and saw that. Will you be doing a Walther's Ace detail video? I did a review, yes, already. Search with the magnifying glass on my YouTube page to find it. Can you show me Amtrak to Amtrak, please, please, please? I can't put them on the rails. I'm holding this with my other hand over here. Favorite UK locomotive, Flying Scotsman, or whatever. I don't even know. Was it the Flying Dutchman or something? Going to get a proto throttle. What is your favorite British locomotive? I think it's the Dutchman. Do you like jazz? I saw a rail fanning music video had UP in it. Cool. Scale Trains rerun the SD40-2. Yes, they did. They've got some in stock, and I got some for review here. Wait, is it? It wasn't the fact it was dirty. Okay, you guys are still talking to each other. Oh, just one. Let's see, one was sent back of those Intermountains. Okay. I was wondering if it was two, because that could have been a problem, but... Hey, Joseph Espinoza. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know how bad this is lagging here. Well, there's Ace Detail Parts Review. Yeah, that would be a good one. Do you have any Via Rail, and would you sell it to me? No and no. Because I don't have any. What's your favorite ET44 AC? It's really a toss-up. If you watch my review, I tear them limb for limb, both of them. I give you everything that's wrong, but I conclude that they're both good. But neither one of them stands out from the other. What brand of softbox light is that? I don't remember, Bob. I bought it a long time ago. I think you should keep the disco lighting. How long did it take to build the layout? About 6 months, but some of that was messing around. I don't play train simulators. Can you show your yard? I put it in quotes. That's kind of funny because it is crappy. That's my yard. Shooting down that way, and then there's a little bit here, and then it wanders over to the turntable and the car shop there. Hey, Weber Model Railroad. See you, Paradox Page. Thanks for stopping by. You have Athearn NS 4001. I do, somewhere over here. I do not know where you can find it. Train World hides stuff sometimes. They just, they don't really hide it, but it's in their website buried. You can find it there, so I would suggest looking there or eBay. Where do you get those cars running on the layout right now? I bought these, a lot of these from Spring Creek Model Trains. Some of them from Exact Rail, some of them from BLMA. It's a mix. Or Atlas, I mean. No new KCS for me. Yep, I'm running reefers. Joseph, are there any new road names you would wish manufacturers would produce? No, not that I can be aware of. Hey, your yard is still better than mine. Okay. Is there any talk or voice-activated controls in the future? Not that I know of, but probably not far off. Hope to make it to MRA. Cool. Like to see you guys there. Just ran reefers at the club today, Joseph. I bet you yours are a little dirtier than mine, but I am learning weathering next spring, so there's hope yet. Shay or Climax? Shay. What UP steam locomotive would you like to see done as a hybrid brass? Ooh, if we're talking a hybrid brass, that's Broadway Limited. I'd like to see 844. plastic. I don't remember the one that's it's like a 210-2 or something weird, sitting in the UP Roundhouse that's not operable. I'd like to see that done. Do you have any box cars that are brand new? Yeah, I got a ton of them. Love your reviews. Do you run Christmas cars? Not really. I have a Christmas set around my tree, but it's not set up right now because the tree they got was too fat because I couldn't make it there. I will be going to the World's Greatest Hobby in Iowa in February. I am not moving out to Cali, Joseph. I'm going the opposite direction. Just don't have everything figured out quite yet. But it's almost, I mean, it's pretty much definite I'm moving. It's just some of the other details. How you liking ESU cab control? Liking it okay. Liking it pretty good. It's just getting off of this MRC I've been on for years. UP 5511, yeah, that's the one. The one in storage. Okay. So, Amtrak. Somebody's asking me for Amtrak. I got Amtrak up there. I got the Veterans unit. And all of the Heritage units. And then I got the baggage car and a whole bunch of Amtrak cars and Wallers. That's about as far as I can go with Amtrak right now with one hand. Sorry, I thought I heard a derail, but things are going good. Just a little noisy. Where are you moving? Do you know? Yes, I know where I'm moving, just not putting it out there yet till it's a sure thing and when I can better explain myself. Cool, Joseph. I hope to see you at the National next summer. I will probably be here. Another kind of huge announcement. Yes, Michael Rodriguez, I watch TSG multimedia videos, very well edited, really good quality videos. Hello from your neighbor in South Kansas. Cool, thanks, lawn guy. Another huge announcement. I will just kind of preview right now. At either the National show or sometime next year, we'll be officially celebrating my 10th anniversary on YouTube. So, what does that mean? I'm giving away $1,500 in stuff. It's all of the same stuff, but I want to get it out to as much people as possible to give them something back for dealing with me for 10 years, subscribing, viewing, and all that jazz. So there's going to be a giveaway worth $1,500, but keep in mind, don't get too excited. It's not going to be like one rare brass locomotive or anything. I'm trying to get a lot of people giving something back. So the details are already in motion. It's already happening. The items are already secured. I'll put it that way. So we will be doing that, and it is. It's not. It's not something that a company's giving me to give away. It's coming out of my pocket to an extent. So, but it's a thank you from me to you guys, and I think it'll be pretty cool and fairly memorable. But 10th anniversary coming up next year. I can't remember the exact date I started on YouTube, but we will probably announce it on the 10-year date once I look all that up. Sam, I'll do the 484. How do I feel about NCE Power Cab? I think it's a great system. It's more intuitive than Digitrax, but still not up my alley. Still takes some learning, more than I have time to mess with right now. Their support's kind of standoffish, kind of in the company. It's just the vibe I got, so I didn't really have time to dig into it and then have to go back asking a bunch of questions. Are you getting a Kato Amtrak Superliner set? So Joseph, you will get one of these items because although it may be unfair, I am targeting some people that have been with me for a very, very long time. And then I am also going to be handing away some stuff maybe at the National Train Show. That's getting kind of figured out. But don't get too excited. It's nothing crazy, because when you divide the amount of this I'm going to have, when you divide $1,500 by that, the actual item is not that valuable, but it is a memorable item. And it'll be super, super rare. 10 years. It's been a pleasure. Thanks, Jesse. Same to you. how many winners will be there for the giveaway. We're looking at probably up to 50 people will be getting something from me. Maybe more down the road, but the initial push will be 50. Do you custom make your Howard Fog car? I had it custom made. Doesn't even seem like it's been that long. I know. Huh. It's a lot thinner and, but it doesn't seem like it's been that long. And I used to live in California when this all started. It's part of the millennial generation, and now is the best time to be in model railroading. Even N-Scale has evolved. Yep, I like N-Scale sound. Some really good N-Scale sound stuff. In your opinion, what is the best DCC sound installable DCC decoder? DCC sound installable DCC decoder. Depends on what you're looking for. If you like something that doesn't require any downloading and stuff like that, Tsunami 2 is where it's at. At least it was fairly easy without any crazy technical stuff to figure out. I haven't given ESU a chance though. I've not installed one of their decoders. I've not gotten their ESU load programmer and stuff, so yeah, there's that. Is there been any updates on BLI is going to release SPNS 700? No. What BLI does is sometimes they put the press release out or put the information out. Like you can see it available on trainworld.com for pre-order, which is where I'm going through. But what usually happens is their BLI website has a delivery schedule and it won't even show up on there. They'll load a chunk of stuff, deliver that stuff, and then load another chunk of stuff. So sometimes it can really sneak up on you. There's something not too long ago that just completely, it was like, crap, that's in already. And it was like, oh, I think it was the Greenbriers. It was like, man, I got to get these. But those were kind of forewarned, because I spent over $1,000 on the Greenbrier review. And it was just like, oh crap, those are in. Well, here goes $1,000 plus, What are Commodore Vanderbilts? Digitractor, NCE. NCE out of those two. You ever have problems with the Athearn MT4 going upgrades? I haven't had the Athearn MT4, period, and my layout is flat. I haven't had it in a long time. I did a review on it. I believe that specific review was borrowed. I don't remember, but I don't have it. What motivated you to your YouTube channel? Well, back Abraham Hernandez, when I started 10 years ago, there weren't anybody, to my knowledge. I couldn't find anybody really going over what was going on. And I was new in the hobby and nobody was talking about these products. And working with a friend on Consumer Report or CNET reviews on vehicles, I'm like, there's got to be a review plan for these expensive trains, and there totally wasn't. So I made one. And that's how I got started on a YouTube channel. Really right before that though, I was showing videos to my cousin, so that's technically how I got started, but doing the reviews, that's how I got that idea. Are you getting any ES44 ACs? Yeah, I got a couple. I picked up BNSF and UP of the recent run from Athearn. Hi, Iowa Rail fan. Can't believe you've been on here for 10 years. Yep. Seeing your success is the reason I got more detailed models. Thank you. Thanks, NS3614 Productions. Don't really call it success. I very much appreciate having 40-some thousand subscribers and all the views. But I kind of measure success outside of YouTube. I figure if I ever get to where YouTube is annoying me and I'm like, oh man, I need more views, then my life is not that great. So I measure success more in life, raising kids, taking care of family, taking care of fellow man, etc. I know I sound like a politician right now, but that's really just, it's not. Success isn't really the YouTube thing. I understand how I'm successful in the YouTube thing, but I don't really equate it to that. Now I do have something off the tracks. I've got to. I hear it. Up, yep. Well, it took about an hour, guys, but one car finally slightly came off the tracks. I was testing my repaired track and how well it worked, because I did some track repairs. I was very happy. Fine you as well, James. Thanks. NW611J. Do you have a favorite heritage unit? UPWP is my favorite. Speeding Bananas. HO scale? Yeah. Been with you for 10 years. Thanks, Trainman1225. You're of a small group that's been here that long. I am so thankful you have these reviews. Diet Coke. I love Diet Coke. Yep. Somebody thought it was beer one time. They thought I was drunk, but just for the record, it is Diet Coke. Currently in the process of installing ESU into my previously Paragon 3. Cool. If I don't talk to you before your holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Same to you, Joseph. Getting a train layout soon. I wanted you to know if there are any tips. Lots of tips. Suggest watching my series, How to Build a Model Railroad, Modular Model Railroad. That's the second of my series, a little better. But I worked out some of the kinks of my own crappy work. Hello, everyone. Do you wish Bob had a sense of humor? Don't you? Yeah. Will you get the Scaltrains SD40-3? I might. I'm not a big CSX person, but I might get the SpongeBob one. How are you? Thanks so much for your service. Thanks, guys. What think of Illy Lackawanna cutoff restore? I think that's pretty cool. Okay, Jeff. Gotcha. Had a Walthers well car short out. A power cab and 2 GEs. Well, if it was metal, it could have bridged that connection. I have been here since 09 or 10. Cool, thanks. Do you have more cars than locomotives? Yeah, I've got probably about a 4 or 5 to 1, maybe even a 6 to 1 ratio of cars to locomotives. Well, guys, we're coming up on the last 3 minutes, so I'll give you guys about 30 seconds to wrap up any quick questions. You do a series on how to build your next layout. I will once I'm into my new location, but keep in mind there's going to be a temporary feeling out location. I'm probably renting for the first year to 2 years, maybe 6 months to 2 years. Unless I move to that area with a guaranteed job, then I might dive right into buying a house, but I'm not a big risk taker. The biggest risk I'm taking is actually retiring from my job, taking an 80% pay cut and moving to an entire new different area, and that's enough risk for me in one pop. So who makes the best Bible in the world? King James version? I don't know if there's like brands of Bibles. Do you think MTH or BLI will make Berkshire? Maybe MTH will rerun. I don't know. Do you watch the work of Coaster Fan? Yeah, I have occasionally. Where is Train World in New York? So there's one in Brooklyn, New York, and there's one in Long Island, New York. So there's 2 different Train World locations. The one in Long Island, New York is actually Train Land. So yeah, that is the case. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the layout here. So as we wrap this up, and we had a little bit of a derail. I don't know what's going on. It's funny how cars act good for an hour and just decide to start throwing a fit. But I think it's the same car. I think it's the time watching your stream. Okay. Thanks for your service. Jesus for life. I agree. What is a model railroad brand? It was John, and thanks for all your service. Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Book of John. I don't know. Is that the manufacturer of Bibles? I don't know. But anyway, guys, we got about a minute left, so I'm going to wrap up real quick. Thanks for your time. If I don't get a chance to say it, I appreciate you guys so much. Even though I regularly say it's not a measure of success or it's not a big deal to me, you guys are a big deal to me. You are what motivates me to continue. I wish each and every one of you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. There will be videos after this one, plowing right through the new year, but very rarely do I get a chance to tell you guys, as subscribers and viewers, how much I appreciate you guys tuning in, because it is huge. It keeps me going. So if without you guys, I would just go about my model railroading journey without a camera, but I do so with a camera, showing you guys the products. Hopefully you enjoy that. Hopefully you get some sort of use out of it. You can pick what's going on, pick what you like or dislike about a locomotive and buy it. Gain some knowledgeable things on my how-to series and stuff like that. But that's going to be it for the video. So thank you so much. And we will see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.